If I said to you, you have to come and live in Australia and keep producing, writing and producing, what would your approach be? Because, obviously we're a small country and we want to get out there more, and there's like very severe limits on this, on the industry because of local population and money and, their business.
I can only speak to story. If they said to me, how do you make an international hit show? I have no idea. I really have not got an idea. I know how to tell good stories. I think, I was watching, is it David Stratton last night, talking about the mid-80s films up to the 90s, and I just realised how influenced I was by the Australian movie making and how incredible, and how the Australian spirit is profoundly different. And my Aunt Helen was here recently. She called me up to ask me how I was doing and what, and I had to do this panel. I'm like, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to say. But I think for me, if I was here, it's like, I saw Animal Kingdom. I got sent it. I got it free.
The series, not the feature.
No, the feature.
The feature.
When it came out a few years ago, and I watched it, and I was like, wow. I've seen every gangster movie. I've seen every gangster working class family. I've seen every version of it. Goodfellas awesome, Longer Friday awesome, Godfather obviously. And then I saw this, was like, but the power of the woman in it was amazing, and it only in Australia I felt, only here, and I got to meet Sullivan Stapleton some years later and asked him about it because I think he actually knew that family, and I actually met the writer as well, and I was just so blown away because it was so original, and so honest and so true, and yet why didn't you make that a TV series? Why does it take the Americans to pinch it? To take the soul and spirit of Australia and then turn it into an American series, which is doing really well. Why wouldn't that? You've got so many. I'd make Priscilla 12 episodes. So I think that's so the financial model. Well, there's plenty of financial models out there to make things. It's just that there's a massive demand for content now, and there's a real need for just on an acting level, real men. There aren't that many. It's really tough in LA to find a real fella to be a lead, and they're all Australian. Because Australians are pretty fellerish, you know what I mean? And the Americans are kind of all former models, and there are not many Sullivan Stapletons around, or Hemsworth and all that, and so you've got that soul and that spirit that is so original because his country is so original and everything in it. And there's an embarrassment to it. There's an embarrassment for the way that the British treated the indigenous culture here, but there's no reason to look outside of this country to go, how do they do it when you've done it? You've Mad Max. All these wonderful things have come out of it. There's no reason to look elsewhere at all, and I don't think you are. And I don't think, but the finance of it, I understand it's a small amount of people in the country and stuff, but. And you have a problem with the networks, they probably like soft shows. All networks like soft shows. They're frightened. And fear in networks doesn't produce groundbreaking drama. Groundbreaking drama came out when we had a strike in the late 80s, and Chris Albrecht, who I know really well, he took HBO and he took Sopranos, and then everything changed. And that change is just building and building and building. People don't watch networks anymore. They watch content, they watch stories. So I'd be really excited if I was Australian, if I could be here doing a show, especially, but it's not my job to do it. I just think that it's here. Last night watching all those movies, I'm like, well, there it is. Original, groundbreaking, brilliant. When Priscilla came out about outsiders, outside the system, it was when AIDS was just suddenly emerging, and it was so brave. And they're the things that I would lean into as a storyteller. And Australia has got it all. You could double up. I doubled up. We shot all of Criminal Minds in LA. We doubled LA for every single country, city, mountain in the States. You could do that here. You've got Mexico here. You've got it all. But you're going to have to empower the writer.